So here's question number 6. And on a bicycle, Jacqueline rides for 6 hours and is 50 miles from her house. After riding for 9 hours, she is 74 miles away. What is Jacqueline's rate? So basically, you got Jacqueline. She's here's her house. A little visual here. Jacqueline is far away. It says she rides for 6 hours and is 50 miles from her house. So she's here. She's 50 miles away and from her house. And then that's after 6 hours. And then she keeps going. And after 9 hours, she is now a total of 74 miles away. Like all the way from there to there is 74 miles. Yeah. So basically, during this time, Jacqueline rides for 3 hours. And she rides for 3 hours. And she goes from a point that's 50 miles away to a point that's 74 miles away. So we're looking for her rate in miles per hour. So Jacqueline covers, she goes from 50 miles to 74 miles. So she covers what? 24 miles in 3 hours. She covers 24 miles. Well, here, to show it more formally, what we really have is 74. She's 74 miles away minus 50. It's a bad 50 there. 50 miles away over. It took her 9 hours, and the other one was after 6 hours. So that means she rode for 24 miles in 3 hours, which is, if you divide that, 8 miles per hour. So there is Jacqueline's miles per hour. So we're just saying, during, from the 6 hour mark to the 9 hour mark, she rode for 3 hours and she covered 24 miles because she was 50 miles away and then she was 74. So if you subtract those, that's 24 miles in 3 hours. So her average speed during that time, her average rate was 8 miles every hour. She covered 24 miles in 3 hours. So she went 8 miles per hour, 8 miles every hour, because 24 is 8 plus 8 plus 8, 3 times 8. So it's like during that time, she rode 8 miles per hour, covering 24 miles in 3 hours. That's what she did when you subtract those 2 points. So it's like a slope calculation. Notice this is the slope formula. This is basically y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, you see? It's a slope. A slope is a rate. The point of this example is to show that a slope is a rate. A slope is a speed. A slope is how fast you do something. And they give us the units. Whoops, I just bumped the screen like crazy there. Miles per hour. So we put miles on the top, hours on the bottom, and we get our answer that way.